All right, now to continue on with what I was saying. Uh, I was talking about it is all about him. He is hyper. He is hyper focused on what he is feeling, and your feelings are no importance to him. And to move on, it says he projects his repressed emotion onto you and holds you responsible. He will often accuse you of doing to him what he is doing to you. It can be very confusing for the victim, and that's what's wrong with the people. They are confused because Jeff is projecting on them what onto them. He is saying they are doing this things to them that he is actually doing to them. I mean, doing to him what he is actually doing to them. That's how he operates. But if you don't have the mentality, or if you don't have the discernment, or if you don't have the spiritual eyes, or if you don't have the capability or the ability to see what's going on with him, and the the trick and Akiko, if you don't have that ability, then they're gonna keep on doing what they're doing, man. They're gonna blame you. They're gonna say, listen, man, you doing this to me, when all actuality they doing it to you. But you will take the blame for it. It also says narcissism is a personality disorder that was formulated in childhood. We have a tendency to see what we want to see. A narcissist, we have a tendency to want to see a narcissist as normal. Exactly. But there is nothing normal about him. He is not operating in the same reality or anywhere near the same reality you are operating in. And that's it. That's it right there in a whole nutshell. I tried to see Jeff as being normal. You know, normal. When I say normal, I'm talking about, a spiritual leader, He got my best interest at hand. Man, this man will never deceive me. He'll never hurt me. He gonna chastise me. I don't mind being chastised. But you have to be careful how you chastise people. Because everybody cannot stand up under the same chastisement. When I stood up under that, when Jeff beat me on my foot, bruising up my leg, I still got the bruises in the back. There's still soreness back there. And I have a damaged nerve in my right leg. When I stood up under that right there, man, my family said, what? Say you allow him to hit you because they know Joker hit me, man. Hit me if you want to. But you know what? In a way, I knew I didn't deserve it. And I knew what he was doing was wrong. I can't even make no excuse for what this man did. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to make no excuses for what he did, because what he did to me was dead ass wrong. It was wrong. There was no excuse for what he did. It said you need to put him in the same reality. Your need to put him in the same reality is where you get stuck. There you go. You want to see him as a normal person capable of loving you and caring about you. And that's how I saw him. Or I thought I needed to see him as loving me and caring about me. Because they used to always have me in the house around the children and stuff, So I really thought that they loved me and they really cared about me. But boy, I'm trying to tell you, man, MLK said it best. The truth pressed to the ground, it'll rise again. The truth was that they really didn't care about me. They really didn't. They didn't love me, didn't care about me, man. Only thing they cared about is what I could peel off to them. Only thing they cared about is what I can give them, their children, them big head men that I was putting in Jeff's hand any time that I could. Anytime before I moved to Columbia, South Carolina. Man, when they was over there in Tallulah, man, I always did stuff for them, man. But hey, it is what it is. When I did it from the pureness of my heart. I didn't do it to talk about it. I did it from the pureness of my heart. But I'm talking about it now because I understand who y'all are. it says, this is the illusion you are brought into, and the only way to break out of the illusion is to recognize the truth. And that's where my people at. They can't recognize the truth. They in an illusion. They cannot recognize the truth for what it is about Jeff, and they don't believe anything about Jeff. Matter of fact, they don't even believe the word of Yahweh about Jeff. Because if they studied the word of Yahweh, they'll find out what he's doing is wrong. So they don't even believe Yahweh. Well, they ain't got time to study. But how in the hell you going to believe something you can't study? How in the hell you going to believe something you don't know? Ain't that so? He doesn't and never did really care about you. It is a difficult truth to swallow. That's exactly where I was, man. Man, I was so tore up. I was so broken, man. I was broke down, man. Because I loved it, Jeff Clay and his family. I loved it, these people, man. But I was so broke down once I found out. Once they did what they did to me, man. Man, I was broke down. I was broke up. I was broke over. I was broke. They broke me. But I'm glad they broke me, because that gave Yahweh the opportunity to mend me back to where I'm supposed to be. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful to Almighty Yahweh that he did that. So anyway, moving on. It says, how did we get to the point where we feel so worthless? Well, over the months or years spent with a narcissist, we slowly gave pieces of our soul away in an attempt to stay in the good graces of the narcissist. Prophet Martin or David Martin, Timothy Thompson. I'm not going to even put Jarrell Hall or T.E. Harris in this category, because y'all need to be right where y'all at. Because y'all knew what Jeff was even before he came to South Carolina to take out this act on the people over here unknowingly. Because these people, they trust Jeff. And they believe in what Jeff is telling them. But it's not the truth what Jeff is doing to the people. It's not the truth. And they don't know the difference. They stupid. They don't know the difference. And when I say stupid, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean they are ignorant to the fact. That's what I mean. They're ignorant to the fact of what Jeff is doing to them. It says, let me see, how did we get to the point where we feel so worthless? Well, over the months or years spent with a narcissist, we slowly gave pieces of our soul away in an attempt to stay in the good graces of the narcissist, trying to please that bastard. You do what you do to try to please him. You give what you ain't got. You go where you really can't afford to go. You say what you know is a lie. You know, you do things to try to please this bastard, this narcissist. That's what you do. You give pieces of your soul away to him. Man, there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. It also says, which wasn't an easy task, and it wasn't. We were conditioned to ignore our own needs in favor of his. And that's what people do. They go without in order to supply Jeff's needs. They go without needs in their homes. They go without paying their car notes. They go without paying their rent, their electric bill, their cell phone bill. They put it off in order to do things for Jeff. They go without that stuff, man. You know, and do things for him. I know about that because I was there. I know about that. I did it myself. So I know if I did it, I know niggas in there doing it. It also says, we gave and gave of ourselves until there was nothing more to give. And at this point, we began to ask for something in return, or we ended the relationship. Well, I was beginning to ask for something in return. I couldn't pay my truck note. They tried to say I was like that before them. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. When you did that video, when you did that conference with Dorothy Norwood, man, you had us buying that woman all that stuff, man. Maisie Gibbs bought $175 bottle of perfume, man. She ain't spent that on her damn self, man. Trying to impress people. That's what Jeff bought, trying to impress people. How the hell you got these people spending money they ain't even got? Man, I spent so much. Man, I spent my whole check, man. Should have been paying my truck note, man. Needed tires on my vehicle from running back and forth from here to South Carolina, man. From Atlanta to South Carolina. Needed tires on my vehicle, man. Went through so much stuff, man. People giving money they ain't even got. And then when we got to the conference, man, they done rented this big old ass room for the conference, man. Thinking people gonna show up. Jeff done did stuff all on the radio. Dorothy Norwood, man. This generation now, man, don't know no Dorothy Norwood, man. They don't know these people, man. They don't know that woman. He done did all that. Got this big old conference room, man. I don't know how many chairs up in there, man. About 50 people showed up, man. And then Jeff back there, you know Dorothy Norwood, she talking about shake the devil off your back, and Jesus this and Jesus that. How the hell Jeff back there dancing to, talking about Jesus this and Jesus that. And he talking about he served Yahweh and his son Yahushua. Man, you is twisted, and then you go back and forth, you vacillate. That's what I saw. When I had that dream about you before I even met your ass, when I told you I had that dream about you, and you came from around that house with that painter's outfit and your shoulders was dirty, and you had this mic in your hand, this mic in your hand, and the only thing I could hear in that dream was vacillate, 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 and that's exactly what you do. Your ass vacillate. You say you Dr. Jekyll and you Mr. Hyde. You told me, you say, I'll flip on you in a minute, man. I should have listened to that dream, man. But y'all say y'all interpret dream. Man, y'all interpret now. Y'all interpret shit for y'all benefit. That's what y'all do. Y'all interpret stuff for your own benefit. And y'all don't interpret stuff for other people, man. Y'all do it for your own benefit, man. But Yahweh coming for you, man. He coming after you, man. Because you done messed up too many people's lives, man. You done destroyed too many people's marriages, too many people's homes, man. You got 2 young women right now, man, in your immediate environment that come into your homes, man. And they parents live right there in Columbia, South Carolina, man. You done spoke this verbiage to these young women, man. They done damn near turned against their own parents, man. How in the hell you think something right in there? And always talking about, we building a family, we building. What kind of family you building? You building a family for Yehovah Helia Hasatan. That's the devil. That's who you building a family for. Because you most definitely ain't building it for Yahweh. Because Yahweh tell children, obey your parents. That's what the scriptures say. For a child to obey and honor their parent. That's what the scriptures say. How the hell you going to tell them something different? Because it's about what you say. Because you get the people, this is what I'm talking about, group think. You get people that think just like you think. And that's wrong. Yahweh coming for you for that, man. He ain't going to... Excuse me. He's not going to only come for you, but he coming for your children. Because you done did it to other people's children. You think, listen to me, man. You think you ain't going to have to pay? Man, Yahweh is just. How the hell you think you ain't going to have to pay for what you done did to other people's children? Through your own children. What the hell make you think that you're not going to have to pay for that? You think Yahweh going to just overlook you? And say, oh, Jeff my favorite one. Now, Jeff is the devil. It's what Jeff is. And you're going to pay for that. Now, getting back to this right here, it says, instead of honoring our own interpretation of reality, we forfeit it in favor of his. And that's what we do. Man, we can't. I say we, y'all. I was once there. Y'all can't think on y'all own. Y'all have to think like he think. If Jeff have an opinion, and if anybody in there have one different than his, Jeff attacked them. He wants you to think just like he think. And I said this in my first video. Y'all didn't really hear this because the video was about 30 minutes, man. Because I was out there. What Jeff does is Jeff load people up with information. He tell people that's in his immediate environment. He tell them that they basically can't be themselves. You have to be what I'm molding you to be. It's what he want. He wants you to be what he's molding you to be. So what he'll have is little Jeff Clay's like little imps walking around in the earth realm. He'll have little Jeff Clay sounding like him, acting like him, looking like him, being him. That's why he try to load people up with the information that he have. He get people he get people to think like him, talk like him, walk like him, act like him, be like him. That's what Jeff do, man. And because we are ignorant to certain information, we do it. But ain't nothing right about that. And Yahweh coming for you for it, Jeff. All right, my people. I got that one in right there. Now I'm coming back at you now. Y'all keep watching now. You hear? All right. Like I said, y'all keep watching now. You hear? Holla.